story a little bit, just to get you guys interested. So I dove in a little late to swimming. Swimming at MPHS, first of all, gave me confidence and something to look forward to every year. I actually grew up in a town called Wayland. It's actually 20 minutes south of Grand Rapids, and down there, swimming is their football. It's huge. Football isn't even big down there. It's swimming, male and female. And even though I grew up in a town like that until 6th grade, I didn't swim there. I didn't do swim lessons. I didn't do anything with swimming. I went to the pool occasionally in the summer. And so instead, I did every other sport. I did soccer, basketball, volleyball. I think I played t-ball a couple of years. I did everything but swim. Then my freshman year of high school, I ran track and I played basketball. And then my sophomore year, I decided, I want to try swimming. My mom swam through all high school, middle school, everything. She loved it. It was the best time of her life. So I went up to her one day while we were at Dick's Sporting Goods. We were in the swimsuit section, and I said, Mom, I think I want to swim this year. And I think she about had a heart attack because she was waiting for that year. So I started swimming, and it was the best decision I ever made. It changed me and my life. So while I was swimming, I noticed that there was a problem throughout the 3 years that I swam. So my sophomore, junior, and senior year. I noticed that less and less freshmen were joining the team. When I joined as a sophomore, we had close to half of our team, which was about 40 group team, half of it was freshmen. We had like 15 or 15, 20 freshmen. And my junior year, there was less. In my senior year, we had maybe a handful of freshmen. And it broke my heart. I was like, why aren't more freshman girls swimming? It's probably the best way to start high school ever. So I asked myself, what can I do with the swim team to get more freshman girls swimming? And so why does this even matter? Why do I want girls to even swim? Like, why do I care? I personally loved swimming. It gave me a confidence that no other sport had ever given me. Playing basketball and playing soccer, you're working as a team and you're counting on everyone else. And if you mess up, it's not that big of a deal. With swimming, it was all on yourself. It was all an individual thing. So if you messed up your race, it was on you. It wasn't on your coach. It wasn't on your teammate that wasn't yelling loud enough while you were swimming. It wasn't any of that. It was all on you. And I also want to look at some research points. I found that participating in extracurricular activities actually improves your grades. So there have been numerous studies performed on this, and the results have shown that those that participate in high school sports have a much higher GPA and also take more honors and AP classes than their non-athlete teammates, or their classmates. I also wanted to see if starting as a freshman actually did build better friendships and relationships. Because I know that I didn't start as a freshman, and I wish I would have, because it was the best 3 years that I had of high school. So on this, I actually interviewed my dear friend, Kayla Campbell. She is a current freshman right now. She actually swam this year. She actually started swimming Pacers when she was about 7 or 8 years old. So she's been swimming majority of her life already. She was going to do cross country as a freshman, and they're both fall sports. And then she actually decided, like the week before practice started, she wanted to swim. It was something that she had just always done, and it was easy to her. It was fun, and she wanted to try it. So she started swimming as a freshman with us. I went in and I talked to her, and I asked her things about if it actually did create more friends for her. And she actually told me when I was interviewing her that on her first day of high school, she actually came up to one of the upper class swimmers that she hadn't known before practice and actually asked for directions, which I thought was hilarious because I remember doing something very similar my freshman year. So there's proof there that swimming does create friendships and relationships. And then I wanted to ask if practice really does make you perfect. Because I knew that when I was going over to West and talking to 8th grade girls about joining the team, a lot of them were going to worry about, I'm not that great of a swimmer. What if I'm the worst swimmer ever? I was a terrible swimmer when I started my sophomore year, and I actually was ranked top 5 my senior year. So I did some research on this, and I found that there was a study done by a website that I found that says, okay, it says that somebody compared the brains of professional and amateur violinists and found that the professionals actually exhibited higher brain waves than regular amateurs. So I went in head first. I targeted 8th grade girls because those are the girls that are going to be coming up as freshmen this next year. I wanted swimming to be big when I left because it was the best time of my life, and I didn't want to graduate this year and have a gut feeling that there was going to be a lot less team next year. I wanted a big team for them, and I wanted to come back and be able to do things with them because I will be going to Central, so I'll be near. So I actually went over to West, and these are some pictures of us over there. And we made an announcement. I contacted Mary Alsager. She's actually the dive coach for us. And she's actually the health teacher over at West also. And I contacted her and I asked, is her room available? And am I able to come and make a small presentation to 8th grade girls about swimming? And if so, let me know when. So, set up all my scheduling and everything. I was scheduled to go on a Friday, and then it turns out that we had a snow day on Thursday and Friday that week. So I have to reschedule. And I am freaking out because it's the last 2 weeks of our trimester, and I don't think I have time. So I'm emailing, calling Mary. I called her probably 4 or 5 times. I emailed her probably just as much. She's not getting hold of me, and I'm getting down to the last days. She emails me the Wednesday before the Friday that I wanted to go, which is this last Friday. And she says, Friday will work. Come in with your group. We'll get it going for you. And I was like, okay, a little last minute. Let me get all my stuff together, and I'll get my group ready and prepared, because we were prepared for a Friday before. And so we went over there. Everything was great. We had the announcements in, and about 8 girls showed up, which was about 9 more than I was expecting. And I was really, really excited. They kind of laughed at some of the jokes that we made, and we got to talk about, Kayla talked a little bit about swimming as a freshman, how it created friends for her, because I wanted these 8th grade girls to know that this is more of a family when we join. I mean, we do everything together outside of swim. We do team dinners and everything. So I wanted these 8th grade girls to be excited about joining this team. It's not just a regular team. And then why? I chose to do this because as a freshman, I wish somebody had reached out to me like this. I wish that I had started swimming a lot younger, and I wish that I would have had these opportunities. I also hope that next year, as a freshman in college, that I will be able to come back and coach the team and eventually take over, because our coach is getting older and he's going to want to retire soon, I hope. So I want to come back and I want to coach and I want to stay involved with this team, because this team made me who I am. And it made me want to do things, and it made me care about stuff. And what I learned from this experience, I learned that everything does not go the way you expect. Things fall apart in every way that they can. If something's going to go wrong, it definitely will. I found a new confidence that I wouldn't have without swimming. My life would totally be different. I wouldn't care about many things without swimming. And you have to tell yourself you can do it. Through many points of this project, I kept thinking, this is not going to work. Things are going to fall apart. I actually came up to Shinborn yesterday before 5th hour started, and I was freaking out about putting my Prezi together. And I was like, there's no way that I'm going to pull this off before tomorrow. I'm freaking out. And he's just, you can do it. Tell yourself you can do it. And that's a really big thing. Tell yourself you can do something and you can do it. And that's my senior project.
Questions or comments for Liz? I just want to say that one thing that I noticed is your level of persistence. You didn't give up, even though you talked about wanting to throw in the towel, but right, you you didn't give up. And you kept working, you know what, it ended up looking really nice, and you did a good job, you impacted some girls you wouldn't have before, and talking about those selling points of getting people on the team that you talked about, that you'll get to know girls and upperclassmen, that helps people a whole lot when you're freshmen. Because you have somebody here that you know, they can be your mentor, you can work with, and you know, you have something in common right away. So I appreciate that, thank you.
Thank you.
Question over here by Jack.
Yeah.
Is it swim and dive or just swim?
It's swim and dive. I actually had Ashlyn go with me on my presentation to talk about diving, and she did explain that they do dive practice all summer long. They actually are starting, I believe, this next week with diving, which is insane because swimming doesn't even start we don't start swimming till July. But yeah, it's diving, but the diving group is a lot smaller than the team itself, so.
Okay, great, thank you.